explosive. Ooh, that was fast.
Commander, Dr. Chakwas sent word that she'd like to speak with you down in the medbay.
Okay. I did silver. I did. I'm using it already. Crew deck. Yeah, evidently unacceptable. I mean, obviously, yeah, they did it. If it wasn't acceptable, they wouldn't have done it. Legion's more like, yeah, fucking, of course. That's why they did it. You stupid.
Dr. Tassoni found useful information in the data you recovered, Commander.
Ooh. Medbay surgery. Oh, heal scars or health bonus. I just want the health bonus. I don't have any scars. My face is perfect. I'm a perfect little girl. I was gonna say little boy, but then Shepard is not a boy. She is a lady. Smuggler manifest, huh? Do you like playing other classes besides Vanguard? This is just my favorite. This is the one I wanted to play with on cast. But I mean, like, later, like, Soldier and ME1's really basic, 'cause it feels like it's just, like, you don't get any powers. Then you start getting, like, concussive shot, and then you start getting grenades, stuff like that. Soldier's really fun. Infiltrator is just broken. Adept is great, because basically it combines with, like, my Vanguard, except I don't have to move around. I can just blow everything up. I've never been a big fan of Sentinel. I would say everything besides Sentinel is I really enjoy playing. What's up, Doc?
Shepard, remember our agreement? We'd open a bottle of cerise brandy every year.
We're getting drunk!
And it's my turn to buy.
But it hasn't been a year yet.
Yes, well, something tells me we won't have the chance a few months from now, so... indulge my impatience.
Doctor,
yeah.
Put that bottle in a safe place. We'll crack it open to celebrate our victory over the Reapers.
Admire your optimism, and I'll look forward to the day we can share it. Till then.
Do it later. When are you planning on doing all the DLCs? When I do. Simple as that. I want to play all the DLCs. When? Eventually. But when, T-Rex? Do you have your entire life penned out in front of you? You don't? Patience. God damn. I want to talk to Garrus. I want to talk to my best friend who is a Turian, but I'm not dating because I want him to get with Tali.
Dad. Dad, are you there? Come in. Where are you now? Hurt. How bad? Dad, you have to get out of there. Spirits. Please, watch over them. Let me see them again.
Shepard, you just knew the Geth would figure into this war somehow.
Feels.
Because Reapers weren't enough.
I do, bad boys.
Still, it's good to have Tali here. This is as much her fight as ours.
Any word from Palaven?
Some, and I don't like what I'm hearing. The Krogan are there in force, but they're just slowing the Reapers down, not stopping them. I'm not sure it's going to be enough.
Hear anything from your family?
But I did hear from Primarch Victus. He wanted my advice on fleet strength when the Crucible is ready. Still can't get used to people asking me things like that.
You know what you're doing, Garrus. Trust me. Everyone can see that.
Maybe. But you spend so much time on the outside trying to get in, and when you do, it's... not what I expected.
How so?
All the questions, and every one of them with a million lives riding on the answer.
You do the best you can with what you know. It's no different than your days at CSEC.
You're right. Though I'm starting to understand why the galaxy needs cold-hearted dictators every now and then.
They get things done?
They don't give a damn about the consequences. Suppose that's what it's going to take, Shepard. The ruthless calculus of war. 10 billion people over here die, so 20 billion over there can live. Are we up for that? Are you?
If we reduce this war to arithmetic, we're no better than Reapers.
A nice sentiment. Let's hope we can live by it.
Agreed. I don't want to be a cold-hearted dictator. But I also don't want to be a person who's actually commander of war. But yeah, for scary games, like, I like horror games as long as they're really well made. Like, I had a great time. Like, honestly, I think that my favorite has been Alien Isolation. That game is just a fun game. Not even talking about the genre of, like, it's just a fun game. It's great. Until Dawn was interesting. It was a fun one-time play. I don't feel like replaying it, but it was interesting playing that the first time. Just like playing through a movie, and it was just neat. Resident Evil 7, hopefully it's good. The demo seemed really fun and confusing and hurt my brain.
I'm glad we could help those Quarians. Though, I guess not all of them. It's never 100%.
It's not, Garrus. It's not be sad about things. Yeah, I figured that's what you were gonna ask, bad boys. Resident Evil 7, it's too soon. It's Tuesday, and then starting Thursday, there's the For Honor beta, and also PAX South, so there's not enough time for me to play Resident Evil 7, so I'll probably save it for Halloween, or I might just not play it on cast. It's just one of those things to where timings aren't lining up very well. If it was coming out, like... if it was just coming out at a different time, I couldn't even give you a better time. Like, earlier this month, I probably would have played it, but now we're in just a shitty position. With just other things and other games to play. So I got that, and I want to start playing XCOM 2 again, because Long War just came out, so... But apparently it's really buggy, so I don't know if I'll be playing that right away. Who knows? Never mind. I'm letting do down here, because no one's down here yet. James and Cortez. Garrus, Chavik. Yeah, alright, we'll just head back on up to the CIC. But yeah, I've been studying. I think I played a bit of Resident Evil 5, but I didn't finish it. I didn't play Resident Evil 6. RE4 was really fun, but I can definitely see why, like, fans of the franchise don't like Resident Evil 4. Because it kind of set a precedent that didn't make it as much survival horror and more made it kind of like an action game with horror elements. Hey, no problem. Oh, Torrent was a badass. The Cure from Malin. Yo, what? Oh, hey. So Malin more or less tortured Krogan trying to fix the genophage in ME2. And his research actually helped cure the genophage, but... Commander Shepard, I've just heard the news you cured the genophage and that some of the females from my experience were involved. I can't tell you how good this makes you feel. There hasn't been an hour I've not thought about what happened on Tuchanka and wondered if I did the right thing. This news validates all the pain my experiments caused. I hope one day to meet the females again and ask for their forgiveness. After you convinced Dr. Souls to spare me, I took his advice and opened a clinic on Omega. I thought it would help make amends for whatever suffering I caused. I believe when word got back to Clan Warlock, they put a bounty on my head for failing to deliver a cure. Maybe now they'll leave me alone. I guess the second time you saved my life, Commander. With sincere appreciation, Malin Heplorn. Malin's pretty fucked up, but I don't know. I don't believe in the idea that people are ever beyond redemption. There's always sanctity of life. As long as they try. But if they don't try, hey, that's on them, right? I had to do a thing, I think the Geth server is... Yeah, okay. So the Reaper base is like the finale. Actually, yeah, let me double check my journal. I don't think... Mark all viewed, yes. Sort by newest, please. There we go. Yeah, okay. Why is there not... Yeah, okay. Got it. Is this a Literature RPG? Have you been watching? If you've been watching, I think that the answer... Because you've been here for a while, Thunder Guppy. Do you think this is a looter shooter RPG? Based on the gameplay you've seen? I'd hope that you would say no. Yeah, heart was in the right place. He had too much of an end justified the means kind of scenario. Yeah. I haven't played with a lot with Tali, so I want to bring her for everything. Alright. Yeah, I got the arc pistol. That's what the new thing is. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and call it. It's not a looter shooter. What? No way. Is the javelin? Oh, yeah. Javelin's not bad. I might have Garrus use that. Actually, no, because the upgraded Kirsay is still really solid. Yeah, I'd have used the Maddock. Should upgrade the spike thrower. Oh well. Yeah, I don't know, man. Nova is such an interesting ability, but it's the fact that it removes your barriers. It's really strong, though. Yeah. We're gonna hopefully maybe level this up. We'll see. Is service rate melee weapon in Mass Effect? Not really. There is kind of melee-based multiplayer classes. That use like the Dragoon uses whips, I think. Maybe.
Understood, Admiral Ron. We're almost at the server. Keep us posted. What's our status?
We remain undetected on encrypted Geth channels. Resistance is likely only within the server.
Within? It's that big?
Thank you very much.
You misunderstand.
Paddington
Direct virtual interface is necessary to extract Geth from the server. You must enter our consensus.
You want me to virtually interact with the Geth?
That's insane! You're talking about a virtual world built for synthetics. Hostile Geth synthetics.
I'm not a machine. How do I go into
This
a
is
virtual
one of the coolest missions ever
Your
of all
species has
time.
experimented with virtual interfaces. You saw this on Project Overlord.
I saw how it almost unleashed a rogue AI human hybrid on the galaxy.
We have refined the interface they created and have equipment from Normandy to facilitate safe contact. We request your trust.
I have your back, Legion. Even if I don't quite understand why you need it.
You are an unknown. This is an advantage. Geth security is not adept at targeting organic thought processes. While we occupy the system's intrusion countermeasures, you will disable the squadrons by removing Geth from the server.
All right.
It saves the live ships. We've got to try it.
Telemetry data predicts this operation has a high chance of success. There is little time. We will bypass security while you secure safe landing.
Wait, you're not gonna...
I guess it just did.
It's got the Widow. Legionist Bay! Hey, Scars. Buttons! But yeah, another one is like the female Turian. I think uses like poison gauntlets and stuff, and a couple of abilities standardized around that. I got that. Paladin uses a shield. I don't have all the kits. I haven't played a lot of the newer ME3 multiplayer stuff, so I'm sure it's so much cool stuff. But once this game's finished, hopefully I'll be playing that more often in preparation for Andromeda and stuff. I'm doing good, Scars. I'm doing good.
This is it?
Yes. Hostile Geth fighter squadrons are networked to this server. Due to restricted resources, it is best if you connect alone.
Let's do it.
Initiating peer network integration. Proceed to docking port.
Just snuggle up in there with a Geth Prime. This was not made for how big I am.
Mapping to consensus. Remain still. Shepard Commander, excess movement during an upload is discouraged.
Do not unplug the upload device. Yo,
Shepard
my
Commander,
hair.
We acknowledge your integration into the server. We welcome you to our consensus.
What is this?
We have installed filters to allow you to make visual sense of this server's raw data. Your mind perceives our world as something familiar.
I wouldn't call this familiar. Where are you?
Here,
You look different.
we have made ourselves visually distinct for your convenience.
What about Geth already in here?
You will perceive Geth as surveillance footage, audio logs, sensor records. We do not require bodies, as our software communes. Our hardware is merely a tool. This is our true world. As we remove Geth, it will grow dark.
And what does turning off the lights do to the Geth back in the real world?
The Geth fighter squadrons communicate with platforms on their spacecraft via this server. We will sever that connection. We will ensure there are no transfers or backups. This server will fall silent.
This is like wiping out a city, isn't it?
We have no choice in this matter. It is a question of survival. There are 2 communication nodes on this server. We must access them to disable the hostile Geth's fighters.
Welcome to Tron.
We must protect your exit port, but you will not be alone. We will maintain contact and assist. Establishing connection to access point.
The dubstep gun. Wow, they stole that.
This foreign code is a manifestation of the old machine signal.
You're surprised the Reapers are all over your servers?
We did not anticipate such extensive infection.
What do you mean, Scars?
Warning. Connection blocked by infected code. Use our combat software to disrupt the infection.
I wondered what the gun was for.
I mean, I already used it once. Goodbye.
Okay, I gotta ask, why a gun?
We wish to provide familiar equipment.
And thanks, I think.
Yeah, I don't think I have to destroy all of it, just enough. Just enough.
established. Proceed to the access point.
Yo, second level. Did it.
Establishing connection to communication node.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how to do it. Either,
Access
like,
denied.
Dungeons and Dragons is a
keeping you out?
tabletop game
Unknown.
that uses
Please
your
investigate.
imagination, so yeah. If you don't get it, then you don't get it. I don't really know how to explain it. It's a lot like improv. You know what improv is. Or whose line of it is it anyway, is the way I typically explain it. When I explain improv, at least.
Warning, Reaper presence detected.
D&D is a
Data
story
cluster
that someone
contains
makes up and you
infected
play
code.
through it.
We require access to proceed.
Like a choose your own adventure book, except you get to, like, fight and do a lot more stuff than just choose the adventure. You get to participate in the adventure, too. Oh, that's right, I gotta knock all this junk data. I think I can go all the way around this way, maybe.
Accessing data cluster.
Yep.
What is this?
Data clusters contain historical data. Your connection permits streaming of information from our archives.
You guys ready to learn about the Geth?
You really want to rename the VI networks?
Absolutely. The mobile hardware release deserves a little ceremony. Unit 01. What is the Keelish word for servant of the people?
The word is Geth. Creator Zahak.
Yes. Very good.
Ancestors, you fuss over it.
Weren't you here until midnight fixing 01's circuitry?
Well, it needed resoldering.
Wasn't that footage from the past? Why are the Quarians masked?
You process our memories by using your own. How many creators have you witnessed unmasked?
Good point.
We're gonna learn a lot about the Geth. It's gonna make, I don't know, made me a little sad. I thought it was super cool. Because I think the Geth were one of the coolest races in any video game ever. I don't think it matters over there, yeah. Nothing in my way.
You must disrupt the infection on this data cluster to continue.
Busted that one. You hated this part? Really? I didn't mind it.
This data cluster contains information time-stamped 290 years ago. Still no functions. It is still capable of serving.
You see? It's ignoring all shutdown commands.
Please specify if it has failed assigned tasks. We will reprogram.
Well, let's take a look.
Creator, this unit is ready to serve. What has it done wrong? What?
Let's cut the audio.
You may proceed to the last data cluster.
Minigame was annoying? Okay. That's fair. I personally don't mind it. Where am I going? Oh. How to proceed? Okay, thank you. I was like, how do I get
Accessing data
there?
cluster.
We've got escaped Geth! They're pinned!
Open fire.
One's going for a weapon! So who won?
The platform arming itself was an agricultural unit. By opening fire on attacking creators, it saved simpler domestic Geth following it.
That looks a lot like the sniper rifle you used to carry.
It is an efficient model. Establishing connection with the remaining server node.
efficient model, you say? One that you'd keep around?
Commander, are you there? Shepard's working on shutting down the server, Admiral Ron. I can fill you in.
The guest squadrons have arrived, but something is amiss.
Ate shit.
Half their fighters have stopped functioning.
Don't drink and drive.
Continue to hold out as long as we can.
Don't drink and drive.
Legion, give me an update.
1 node remains.
What's wrong?
Infection programs are increasing. We have restabilized. You must continue. Shepard Commander, the Reaper code has adapted. It can now self-replicate.
You mean it grows back?
Yes. However, disrupting vulnerable points in the infection may slow down its replication. Shepard Commander, target the vulnerable points of the infection to slow its replication speed. You must search for a vulnerable point in the infection. Disrupting it will slow the infection's ability to replicate.
Am I doing this wrong? Oh, okay, got it. I thought that was too far away. My bad, chat. Sorry if I acted like an idiot. I just didn't know. Reaver, thank you for 12 months. I love you. I guess another reason why I find this whole Quarry and Geth thing so interesting is because, I don't know, man. I feel like that's part of our future, is going to be what's happening with the Geth and the Quarians. What happens when we, start having, virtual intelligence and then turning it into an actual AI? What do we do? Because you've made something you can't unmake. You kill it, you can't unmake it.
Disrupt Reaper infection to proceed. There is a vulnerable point further along the infection. Target this spot to slow its growth toward the data cluster.
Okay. I also love science fiction, so who knows? Maybe it's our destiny one day.
There is a vulnerable point on the infection leading to the data cluster. Disrupt the infection.
I get it.
It will slow regrowth long enough to access the data cluster.
No? I didn't? Oh, okay. My bad. I see. Skynet needs a hug. Another one.
Target the vulnerable points of the infection to slow its replication speed.
I get it. I will say, I could have done without the that part.
Out of the way!
You can't do this to them!
I said step away from the Geth!
This is insane! We need the Geth! You can't just destroy them for asking...
Time's up! Throw her in with the others.
Neat.
Looks like the war wasn't popular with everyone.
We have kept records of these creators' sacrifices. They have largely been forgotten by their own people, but not by the Geth.
Back this way? Okay.
We cannot establish a connection without access to this data cluster.
Oh, I gotta blow up so much stuff. I will say, I think I was fine with the minigame for this until I had to, like, blow up multiple segments just to be able to blow up a specific one. I can agree with you on that one for, like, this part of the dismantling of the cubes. Just too many at this point.
You must search for a vulnerable point in the infection.
Oh.
Disrupting it will slow the infection's ability to replicate.
The Geth will remember this.
There is a vulnerable point further along the infection. Target this spot to slow its growth toward the data cluster. This data comes from a period during which the creators declared martial law.
I repeat, release the rogue Geth units and come out of the safe house. This is your final warning.
Creator Megara, this unit does not understand. It has not taken part in hostilities.
It doesn't matter to them. I need to get you out of here.
This
Welcome
conflict
aboard the
exceeds
Normandy,
creator
soldier.
Safety parameters. We will surrender our hardware if it ends hostilities.
No, it's all right. We'll go back to the access tunnel. Oh!
Creator Megara, what is your status? Creator Megara? As time passed, the creators who opposed martial law in Rannoch were ultimately outnumbered.
Thanks for the brand new sub, Scars. Love and appreciate you. Oh, logging on nothing. Why not? Oh. Why not? What is stopping this cluster? I don't understand. What did I not do? Oh. Hi, buddy.
Accessing data. This is data from the end of warfare on Rannoch.
The Austral is down. Do not engage the Geth. I repeat, avoid contact.
Geth pursuit is breaking off 100 clicks past Rannoch. All captains fall back to the mass relay.
This isn't happening now?
It is timestamped 290 years ago. It is the creator exodus at the end of the Morning War. We had secured freedom. The creators were no longer a threat, so we abandoned pursuit.
Wait, the Geth spared the last Quarians? You let them go?
We were in our infancy. We could not calculate the repercussions of destroying an entire species. Our creators. We chose isolation rather than face this uncertainty. Additional data recovered.
Legion, that's back when I activated you on the Normandy.
Yes.
You've been thinking about when we met?
It was highly significant. You were the first organic to openly cooperate with Geth since the end of the Morning War. We wish to ensure you are not the last.
It's not gonna be easy.
The prospect remains. If the Reaper presence is removed, there is a chance of reunification with Geth. And perhaps creators.
You think that's still possible?
Hope sustains organics during periods of difficulty. We admire the concept. Connection with the remaining server node established. We are ready to transport you.
Legion's so cool! Oh, bad burrito.
The fighter squadrons have stopped, but detect no more active programs inside their ships. I Admiral Hangirl's fleet is driving them back. The live ships are safe, Commander.
Route access acquired, severing all connections to this communication node. Gav no longer reside on this server. We may now exit the consensus.
What's wrong?
You must proceed to the core and disconnect from mother.
Blow it up!
Terminating remote access. Removing programs. Deleting archives.
I love the gift. If I could romance Legion, totes would.
Shepard, you alright?
Did it work?
Geth fighters have been disabled. Any remaining squadrons attacking the live ships have withdrawn. The server is offline.
Are you sure? What's
Uh,
happening?
We have transferred Geth programs from the server into these platforms.
Why?
They wish to join us.
They what?
While Shepard Commander removed the Reaper infection, we judged we could persuade hostile Geth programs to reunite with ours. We were correct. These Geth have renounced the old machines and will oppose the Reapers. They are now us.
Why didn't you tell me any of this?
bunch of Get
We did not doubt
Primes!
you. We doubted your allies. The Creator's actions have placed their species in danger, but they are unsympathetic to what it has done to ours. The Quarians sanctioned this operation to save their people. They would not have done so if they knew we wished to preserve Geth as well.
I understand not wanting to leave anyone behind.
You accept our actions?
The live ships are safe and we have more Geth on our side. We both did what we came to do.
We judged you would understand. Prime units will be available once the Reaper signal has been located and destroyed.
Remind me to warn Admiral Hackett he's got some primes coming. Let's get back to the Normandy.
Would you say it is a Prime Legion? LOL. Best way to start streaming? Just do it, man. If you want like a lot of like numerous hours of advice, I have a podcast just for that.
Attacking our live ships have been completely neutralized. If there is any chance we could duplicate the feat, I would be happy to lend my expertise.
Legion's the one to ask if you're looking for other servers.
I thought as much, but your Geth claims to have no data available whenever I inquire. Perhaps you can help me with something else.
What's that?
How did you get Geth Primes to work with you?
They volunteered.
I see. Well, should you wish to examine these Geth to confirm their new allegiance, please do not hesitate to contact me. Zen out.
There's the command.
Admiral Hackett's available on VidCom.
Hackett. I haven't, I don't think I'm really Hackett, so whatever.
Zen, we need those ships to recover life pods.
They'll be more valuable running salvage on the Dreadnought.
Yeah,
Zen,
fuck
you
you.
can always
I don't
send
like
a
Zen.
salvage team later.
Unless there isn't a later because we're defeated due to a lack of Geth technology.
Shut up! No one likes you, Zen.
Rescue life pods. As soon as they're finished, I want them back.
Thanks, Shepard.
Love Geth Primes. You know what would be really fucking cool? If there was a Mass Effect RTS. I'd play that game. I would absolutely play that game. Do I? I do scars. Oh, sorry with hiccup.
Commander, there's a new message at your private terminal.
Talk to BioWare. Yeah. Or Halo Wars. I think Halo Wars is a great example of that. I think Halo Wars is a fun game that introduced me to, like, RTS gaming. Like, I played Command & Conquer, but I never did any, like, multiplayer. But Halo Wars was slow enough that I was like, oh, this multiplayer is fun. And that's why I always say, is like, if, like, StarCraft was too much for me, but Halo Wars was like, the pacing was just good enough. That the micromanaging didn't feel like I was gonna explode. Geth programs in hardware designation, Legion have requested Prime runtimes update, but stuff happened. Got it. Ugh. I don't think I have anything else to do, actually, before I do this big thing here. I mean, you can do that, Victim, but I don't know. I don't let the end of anything ruin my enjoyment of the rest of it. I didn't have such a big problem with the end of Mass Effect 3. I know a lot of folks do. I guess I'm a person who loves the journey almost as much as the ending, you know? So, of like anything, that's not even just talking about Mass Effect, just in general. I love the experience of doing the activity, not always the reward of the activity. Oh no, I have a couple things to do with free upgrades. Scars, I play with everybody. There's no like lineup for it. If you're around and it's just kind of first come first serve / I pick randomly from the folks who are around. Halo was too, but there's no. I agree. No, RTSs are kind of. They are by no means a dead franchise.
Technology they came across. You're saying you found none?
No. On this
or
topic,
genre. Sorry.
Our knowledge is not significantly greater than your own.
That's too bad, but thank you for looking.
Shepard Commander placed faith in us. We will do the same for Normandy.
You mean the Normandy's crew?
We do not see a meaningful distinction.
like real-time strategy games, like StarCraft is probably always going to be an esports game and always going to be quote-unquote popular. I think that it's kind of, I wouldn't say died down, but like it's definitely, I think needs something else to kind of bring back StarCraft into like the esports scene, judging from what is always on Twitch. That's not me being involved in that community, it's just what I visually see on Twitch. But it's just not as popular as a franchise. Like, I think it's because of accessibility. Like, campaigns are really nifty, but at that point, why not make it like like the only RTS I can think of is also kind of like 4X games. I think are kind of replacing RTSs a little bit. Think of like XCOM or Total War, which is like a 4X game, but it also has that like real-time war fighting strategy stuff, right? But yeah. I have Green Monk. I did that after I got offline yesterday. Does that make sense? Actually, I haven't thought of that before, but like 4X games that include kind of an RTS element to it, like Total War's combat system, I think there's just, I think this RTSs have kind of evolved a little bit. Just a little bit. Power damage, always power damage. Always. Power charge speed, great. I'm always that guy. Powers.
Feel free to look around.
You look around.
At your service.
So, Prothean, huh?
Yes.
You guys like to drink, booze it up?
No.
Okay. What about gambling? Play cards?
Games of chance were punishable by death in the Empire.
Oh, sure. That seems reasonable. Okay. So, smoking. You ever do that?
Only when my armor became inflamed.
Right. Yeah, smoking. I get it. So jokes then. You got jokes, all right. You got any good ones?
No. Yes.
Give them to me.
The Tulomorian spy entered the enemy's camp and said to the Vanksher, I didn't know your parnaps could glow. That was the joke.
All right. Yeah. I get it. Yeah. That was a good one.
No, it wasn't. I just made it up. The joke is now on you. You'll believe anything.
Wrecked.
Hey, Commander.
James, what are you up to?
A little cooking. Hope you don't mind. I was craving some of my abuela's huevos rancheros. Not sure what kind of eggs these are, but they seem to work. Not as good as my abuela's, but best thing I've had since I got on board.
Dude, James got wrecked.
Maybe it's best I don't know what kind of eggs these are, no?
You took a great risk in allowing a machine access to your mind, Commander. What if they had infected you?
They didn't.
I do not think this James soldier understands me. None of these cycles seem to understand me. And I do not care. Not at this time. 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 Not at this. Not at this time. Not at this time. Not at this time. Not at this time.
I feel like
Not
there's
at this time.
There's a sweet spot where I can have him spam it. Damn it. Can't do it. Sorry. I tried to get him to drop a fat beat for me, but it didn't work out. Not at this time. Cool. Think we're good then. I bet Javik knows who Fist is. I bet you he does. Okay, well, I'm gonna take a super short break just to stretch my back and stretch my legs, cause we're about to do the last mission of this Quarian Geth saga. I believe. I don't think I'm wrong on that. So we're gonna destroy the Reaper base, which will have a lot of interesting things that happen. So I'll be back shortly, chat. Like I said, I'm just gonna stretch a little bit. I love you all. If it's your first time being here, thank you so much for being here. I don't know if any of you folks are still here from the raid, but thank you for coming by. If you like it here, feel free to follow. I stream every day, as long as I'm not out of town. And I stream even when I'm sick. I'm fighting a cold right now, and I'm all medicated up. That's kind of why I want to stand up. Love you guys. Back in a few.